Picture this, your 82-year-old grandmother, Korean War veteran, attacked with pepper spray in her own driveway by an HOA enforcer in tactical gear over a garden gnome. I got the call at work, grandma's voice shaking. They hurt me, I race over, she's on the ground. Eyes swollen shut, gasping for air, and the HOA president standing there smiling, pink blazer, blonde bob, clipboard in hand like she just won. Linda Garrison thought she was untouchable. She'd been running this scam for years, target elderly vets, harass them, force them out, steal their homes. Her enforcer Derek had done this in 3 states. But they picked the wrong grandmother. Because I made one phone call, 8 Green Berets answered. What happened next went viral, destroyed a criminal empire, changed state law, and turned a gnome into a revolution. Drop a comment, where are you watching from? This story needs to reach every neighborhood in America. I'm standing in my grandmother's garden on a Tuesday morning, tomatoes everywhere. Thick vines, heavy fruit, the smell of fresh soil and basil. She's 82 years old, hands in the dirt. Smiling, this woman raised me. My parents, gone, drugs, prison, doesn't matter. Grandma stepped in, fed me, loved me, taught me what family means. This house, it's everything. White siding, blue shutters, American flag on the porch. Grandpa built the garden bench in 1985. Hand-carved, still solid. Our neighborhood used to be perfect, kids on bikes, block parties, everyone knew everyone. Then SHE moved in. Linda Garrison, mid-S, blonde bob. Always dressed like she's going to court. Pink blazers, red blazers, pressed slacks. Fake smile that never reaches her eyes. She bought the corner house, cash, no family, no husband, just her. Within 3 months, she's HOA president. Nobody saw it coming. The previous president, retired, moved to Florida. Linda volunteered, seemed helpful, organized, professional. Grandma called her the smiling snake. I should have listened. Last Tuesday, I'm at work. Construction management. I'm reviewing blueprints when my phone rings. Unknown number. I almost don't answer, but something tells me to pick up. Hello? It's Grandma. Her voice is shaking, actually shaking. They're threatening me. My blood goes cold. Who? The HOA, that woman Linda. I'm already grabbing my keys. I'm coming, don't move. 20-minute drive. I make it in 12. I pull up. Linda's standing in Grandma's driveway. Pink blazer, perfectly styled hair, clipboard clutched like a weapon. Grandma's on the porch, clutching something, a garden gnome. I get out, walk up fast. What's going on? Linda's smile is ice. This is official HOA business. Business about what? She points at the gnome. Covenant violation, Section 12, subsection C, no lawn ornaments exceeding. That gnome's been there for 38 years. Grandpa bought it in 1987. Garden store on Route 9, 20 bucks, painted it himself. Red hat, blue coat, Grandma's treasure. Linda's smile doesn't move. New covenants were ratified last month. All residents must comply. She didn't get a vote. She abstained. She was in the hospital, hip surgery, 6 weeks recovery. I was with her the whole time. Linda shrugs. Nevertheless, the gnome must be removed. 48 hours. That's when I noticed the truck behind her. Big black tinted windows, a man gets out, 30s, buzz cut, sunglasses even though it's overcast, tactical vest over a black shirt, boots, the kind with reinforced toes. He looks military but wrong, like a soldier who got kicked out. That's Derek, Linda says, casual like this is normal. Our compliance officer. I stare at her. Compliance officer. For an HOA, we take our community standards seriously. Derek walks up, stands next to Linda, arms crossed, silent, just, looming. I'm 6 feet tall. This guy's got 3 inches on me, probably 60 pounds. He's here to intimidate. It's working. I look at Grandma. She's holding that gnome like it's a child. Her hands are shaking. My grandmother is scared, actually scared, in her own home. The home she's lived in for 43 years. And that's when I know this isn't about a gnome. This is about power. Linda wants to flex, show the neighborhood who's in charge, and she picked the easiest target, an 82-year-old widow. I step between them and Grandma. You need to leave. Linda's smile finally cracks, just a little. Excuse me. This is harassment. You're on her property. Leave. Derek shifts just slightly. His hand moves toward his belt. I see it. A canister, small, black pepper spray. Who brings pepper spray to an HOA dispute? Linda tilts her head. 48 hours, Mrs. Patterson, or we'll be back with the county sheriff. She turns, walks to her car. Derek follows, slow, keeping his eyes on me the whole way. They drive off. I turn to Grandma. She's crying. Why are they doing this? She whispers. I don't have an answer, not yet, but I'm about to find out. 2 days later, I'm back at Grandma's house. Morning coffee. We're replanting the rose bushes along the fence. Therapy, basically, keeping her mind off Linda. It's peaceful for about 20 minutes. Then I hear the engine, truck, diesel, same black one from before. It pulls up, parks, blocking the driveway. Derek steps out, same tactical vest, same sunglasses, clipboard now playing dress-up soldier. I stand, wipe dirt off my hands. Can I help you? He doesn't answer, just walks up, stops 10 feet away. Ma'am, he's looking past me. At Grandma, you have 48 hours. Grandma looks up from the roses, confused. For what? Removal of unauthorized plantings. I step forward. These are roses. They exceed HOA height restrictions. I almost laugh. There's no height restriction on flowers. There is now. I pull out my phone, open the HOA covenant. I read it twice last night, every word. Section 14, landscaping, no restrictions on perennial flowers. Just trees and hedges. Derek doesn't even blink. Linda says they gotta go. Linda doesn't make the rules. Yeah, she does, the way he says it, flat, matter of fact, like we're discussing whether this isn't about rules. It's about compliance, obedience. I hold up my phone, start recording. Say that again. His jaw tightens. Turn that off. Public property. I can record whatever I want. This is private HOA business. On my grandmother's property. He takes a step forward. Close now, too close. I can smell his cologne, cheap, aggressive. Grandma's behind me. I hear her breathing, fast, scared. You're harassing a veteran, I say, quiet, controlled. Grandma served, Army nurse, Korea. 1952 to 1954. Saved lives while bombs fell. She doesn't talk about it much, but she's got the medals, the discharge papers. Derek doesn't care. I don't care if she stormed Normandy. Rules are rules. He leans in, close enough I can see my reflection in his sunglasses, whispers, next time there's consequences. Then he walks away, slow, confident, gets in his truck, drives off. I'm shaking, not from fear, from rage. Pure red rage. Grandma touches my arm. Let it go, sweetheart. No, it's just flowers. It's not about flowers. I go inside, laptop, coffee. I start digging. Linda Garrison, Facebook, LinkedIn, public records. She's done this before, different neighborhood, Oakwood Hills, 30 miles west. She was HOA president there too, 3 years, forced out 4 families, elderly homeowners. Every time same pattern, violations, fines, harassment. Then they sell. To who? I dig deeper, an LLC. Garrison Property Holdings. She's buying the houses cheap, then flipping them for double. This is a scam. HOA president isn't a volunteer position for Linda, it's a business model. Target the vulnerable, the elderly, the ones who can't fight back, harass them, wear them down, force them to sell, then swoop in and buy below market value. It's legal extortion. And Derek, he's the muscle, the threat, the intimidation factor. I keep digging, find a lawsuit, settled out of court. Family named Morrison, claimed HOA harassment, emotional distress, elder abuse. Settlement undisclosed, but they moved, house sold, to Garrison Property Holdings. I screenshot everything, print it, build a file. That night I call my uncle, retired attorney, criminal defense, now he does consulting. I explain everything, send him the documents, long silence. This is actionable, he finally says. Can we sue? You need more evidence, document everything, every interaction, every violation notice, every threat. What about criminal charges? Harder, you'd need to prove intent, conspiracy. Pattern of behavior, I have that. Then you need a lawyer, a good one, and you need to move fast. I hang up, look at Grandma. She's in her chair, reading, trying to pretend everything's normal, but I see it, the fear, the worry. She shouldn't have to live like this. Nobody should. I'm building a case, gathering evidence, preparing for war, but I don't know it yet. I'm already too late. Saturday morning, bright, clear. I stayed over at Grandma's, sleeping on the couch. Just in case she's up early, like always, making coffee, watering the roses. I'm inside, scrambling eggs, toast, normal morning. Then I hear shouting, loud, angry. I drop the spatula, run outside. Linda's there. Red blazer today. Hair perfect, Derek beside her, and 2 other men, same tactical vests, same aggressive stance. They're surrounding my grandmother. This is your final warning, Linda's screaming, face red, finger pointing. You have violated HOA covenants for the last time. Grandma's holding the garden hose, confused. I'm just watering, you're in violation. I sprint down the porch steps. Get away from her. Derek moves fast, blocks me. Hand on my chest, shoves hard. I stumble back. Stay back, he says, flat, cold. She's 82 years old. Linda's face is twisted, pure venom, blonde bob shaking as she screams. She has had weeks to comply. Weeks? Comply with what? She shoves a paper in my face. I grab it. It's a list, 10 violations. I scan it, fast. Window shutters wrong color. They're white, always been white. Since 1982. Mailbox non-compliant. It's the original 1960s mailbox. Cast iron, Grandpa installed it. Lawn furniture unauthorized. The bench, the one Grandpa built. Roof shingles faded. Garden gnome visible from street. Driveway cracks exceed acceptable limits. This is insane. Every single item made up, fabricated, designed to create violations where none exist. This is harassment, I say, voice shaking. This is targeted. This is enforcement, Linda snaps. Neighbors are coming out now. Mrs. Peterson across the street, the Johnsons, Mr. Wallace, phones out, filming good, film this, film all of this. I look at Grandma, she's crying, actually crying, tears running down her face. Please, she says, voice small, I don't understand. You don't need to understand, Linda yells. You need to comply. Derek moves toward Grandma. Ma'am, put down the hose. I'm just, put it down. He reaches for it to shut off the water to take it from her. Grandma pulls back, instinct, protecting what's hers, and that's when it happens. Derek's hand goes to his belt, fast, practiced. My brain registers it half a second too late. The canister, small, black pepper spray. No, he sprays her direct in the face from 3 feet away. Grandma SCREMS drops the hose, claws at her eyes, can't breathe, gasping, choking. I catch her as she falls, she's convulsing, coughing, eyes swollen. Call 911, I'm screaming, holding her. Somebody call 911, neighbors are yelling, Mrs. Peterson's crying, phones everywhere, recording. Capturing everything, I look up. Derek's putting the canister away, calm, casual like he just used a stapler. Linda's standing there, smiling, actually smiling. That's what happens, she says, quiet, satisfied. When you resist, something inside me breaks, not breaks, shatters. This isn't an HOA dispute anymore. This isn't about gnomes or roses or property values. This is assault. This is elder abuse. This is a crime. And Linda just made the biggest mistake of her life. Because this means war, sirens in the distance, getting closer, grandma's in my arms, still coughing, still crying. I hold her, rock her, whisper, I've got you. I've got you. But inside, I'm planning, calculating. Linda thinks she won, she thinks she scared us, broke us, she has no idea what's coming. The ambulance pulls up. EMTs rush over. They take grandma, load her on a stretcher. I follow, get in the back. As we pull away, I see Linda, still standing there. Derek beside her, watching us leave. She thinks it's over. It's just beginning. The ambulance speeds through town, sirens wailing, grandma's on the stretcher. Oxygen mask. Eyes swollen, completely shut. Red, inflamed, she can't stop coughing. Deep, wet, painful, the EMTs working fast, flushing her eyes, saline, checking vitals. Ma'am, can you hear me? Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Grandma squeezes, weak. I'm sitting beside her, holding her other hand. She's gripping so hard, nails digging in. Doesn't matter, I don't let go. You're okay, I whisper. You're okay. But I don't know if that's true. She's 82. Chemical exposure. Respiratory distress. This could be fatal. We get to the ER, they rush her back, doctors, nurses, everyone moving fast. I'm in the waiting room, pacing, hands shaking. My phone rings. Marcus, my buddy from the army, Green Beret. We served together, Afghanistan brothers. Dude, he says, you're all over Twitter. What? The video, your grandma, that HOA psycho, it's everywhere. I pull up Twitter, search my neighborhood name, 50,000 views, 100,000. 500,000, someone posted the whole thing, Derek spraying grandma, her falling, screaming, Linda standing there smiling, comments flooding in, thousands, find this man, prosecute them. This is elder abuse. Where is this? I'll drive there myself, it's going viral. My phone's blowing up, texts, calls, people I haven't talked to in years, a reporter approaches, Channel 7 News, camera crew. Sir, can we ask you a few questions? No, just a quick statement, I said no. I'm not talking to media, not yet, not until I know grandma's okay. 2 hours pass, feels like 2 days. Finally, a doctor comes out. Young, tired, scrubs, are you Mrs. Patterson's grandson? I stand. Yes, how is she? She's stable, we've flushed her eyes, given her oxygen, breathing's improved. Relief hits like a wave. Can I see her? In a few minutes. She's resting. Is there permanent damage? Pause. Her eyes are severely irritated, we'll monitor for complications, but she's traumatized, emotionally, she keeps asking why he hurt her. My jaw clenches. Because he's a coward. The doctor nods, says nothing, walks away. I sit back down, head in my hands, my phone buzzes, text from Marcus. Saw the video, I'm coming. You don't have to, I'm already on the road. That's Marcus, doesn't ask. Just acts. Police show up an hour later. 2 officers, one older, one young, bored expressions. They take my statement, I show them the video, it's been viewed 1 million times now. We'll investigate, the older one says. Investigate. It's ON video. We still have to review the evidence, interview witnesses. What about charges, assault, elder abuse? We'll see what the DA says. They're not going to do anything, I can see it. The way they talk, casual, unconcerned. Derek probably has connections. Ex-cop maybe, or military, someone's protecting him. And Linda, she probably donated to the mayor's campaign. HOA president, pillar of the community, this is how it works. The system protects the powerful, punishes the weak. I'm sitting in that hospital chair, watching them leave, and something crystallizes. If the system won't help us, I'll build my own system. I pull out my phone, start making calls. Marcus is already coming. Good, but I need more. Tommy, demo expert, North Carolina. I'll be there tomorrow. Jackson, intelligence, Virginia. Send me everything you have on her. Riley, medic, Georgia, your grandma okay? I'm on my way. 1 by 1, 8 Green Berets, 8 brothers, all within driving distance. I tell them what happened, the harassment, the assault, the video, long silences, then. We're coming. Nobody touches a vet's family. Linda just made a big mistake. They're converging from 8 different states, coming here for grandma, for me, for justice. Finally, they let me see her. Room 214, she's in bed, eyes bandaged, IV in her arm, looks so small, so fragile. I sit beside her, take her hand. Hey grandma, is that you? Her voice is hoarse. It's me. I'm sorry. Sorry. For what? For causing trouble. My chest tightens. You didn't cause anything, they did. Silence. Then why did he hurt me? I don't have an answer, not one that makes sense. I don't know, but he's going to pay. I promise. She squeezes my hand. I stay until she falls asleep. Then I walk outside, hospital parking lot, night now, and I make one more call. To a lawyer, not just any lawyer, Sarah Mitchell. She specializes in HOA abuse cases. Seen her on the news, tough, relentless receptionist answers, Miss Mitchell's office. I need to speak with her, it's urgent. Regarding elder abuse, assault, HOA corruption. Pause. Hold please, 30 seconds then. This is Sarah. I tell her everything. She listens, doesn't interrupt. When I'm done, she says, send me the video, every document, every violation notice. Can you help? I'm going to destroy them. I smile. For the first time all day, I smile. Linda's nightmare is just beginning. They arrive at my apartment that night. One by one. Knocking, entering, setting down bags, serious faces, 8 Green Berets, my brothers. Marcus comes first, tall, lean, calm, sniper, 2 tour Afghanistan, 3 Iraq, Tommy next. Built like a tank, demolitions expert, southern accent, big heart, Jackson the brain, intelligence officer, MIT graduate, looks like a professor, thinks like a chess master, Riley, medic, saved my life in Kandahar. Took shrapnel meant for me, Carter, communications can hack anything, quiet, observant, Davis, weapons specialist. Texan, loud, loyal, Price, engineer, builds, fixes, problem solver, Williams, oldest of us, leadership, experience, wisdom. We sit around my kitchen table. Pizza boxes, coffee, laptops, I pull up the video, show them all of it. Derek spraying grandma, her falling, screaming, Linda smiling, nobody speaks. Marcus's jaw clenches, muscle twitching. Tommy's hands ball into fists. Jackson's taking notes, fast, precise, Riley staring, unblinking, medic brain analyzing injuries. When it ends, silence, then Williams speaks. How's she doing? Stable, traumatized. Keeps asking why, more silence. This is systematic, Jackson says, tapping his laptop. She's done this before. I show them my research. Linda's LLC property acquisitions, 4 homes in 3 years, all former elderly owners. All forced out through HOA violations. It's a land grab, Marcus says, quiet, cold, legal extortion. Tommy leans forward. What's the play? I've been thinking about this. We go legal but aggressive, document everything. Build an airtight case, then we expose her. Jackson's already typing. I'll pull corporate records, financial ties, shell companies, bank accounts, every transaction. Carter nods. I'll get into her email, HOA records. Communications with Derek. Is that legal? I ask. Carter smiles. Do you want legal or do you want results? Results. Then don't ask questions. Marcus looks at me. What about Derek? I smile, cold, calculated. Derek's the leverage. He committed felony assault on camera against an 82-year-old veteran. We make sure everyone knows. Media? Williams asks. Not yet. First we document, surveil, gather every piece of evidence. Then we go public. Davis cracks his knuckles. I like it. We spend the next 6 hours planning, not violence, strategy. Jackson maps out Linda's financial network. Shell companies, LLCs, property transfers. It's sophisticated. Professional, she's been doing this for years. Carter hacks the HOA email server. Within an hour he's got everything. Violation notices, internal communications, Linda's personal emails. She's targeting 6 more homeowners, Carter says, reading, all elderly, all widows, same pattern. My blood boils. She's hunting them. Not anymore, Marcus says. We divide tasks. Jackson handles financials. Carter handles digital. Marcus and Tommy do surveillance. Riley and I visit other victims, gather statements, build the human cost. Price and Davis handle logistics, equipment, cameras, recording devices, Williams coordinates. Keeps us organized, focused. This is what we were trained for, mission planning, objective analysis. Execution, just a different enemy. Before they leave for their hotels, Tommy grips my shoulder. She messed with the wrong family. She messed with a veteran, Marcus adds. Williams nods. We protect our own always. They file out one by one. I sit alone. Kitchen table, empty pizza boxes, cold coffee, my phone buzzes. Sarah Mitchell, the lawyer. I reviewed everything you sent. This is criminal, elder abuse, assault, conspiracy, fraud. Can we sue? We can end them. I'm filing Monday, civil suit against Derek, against Linda, against the HOA board. Assault, battery, emotional distress, RICO charges. RICO, Racketeering Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, used against mob bosses, organized crime. How much? I ask. 2 million minimum. I almost drop the phone. Million? They attacked a veteran. They're running a criminal enterprise. They've ruined lives. A jury will destroy them. When do we start? We already did. I hang up, look at the clock, 2 a.m. Grandma's probably awake. Hospital beds are uncomfortable. She's probably scared, confused, wondering what happens next. I text her nurse. Tell Mrs. Patterson her grandson loves her and tell her the cavalry's arrived. 3 dots. Then she's smiling. Good. Because Linda Garrison's about to learn something. You don't mess with veterans, you don't mess with family, and you never mess with Green Berets, they're wolves, and they just smelled blood. Morning, early. Marcus and I are parked 3 houses down from Linda's. Dark sedan, tinted windows, coffee, cameras with telephoto lenses, old habits. Just like Fallujah, Marcus says, sipping coffee. Except the target wears pink blazers. He smiles, doesn't last, we're focused. Linda leaves at 8:47 a.m., punctual red blazer today, hair perfect, drives a white Lexus. Vanity plate Hoke Nun, HOA queen subtle. We follow loose-tailed professional. She goes to the HOA office. Strip mall between a nail salon and a tax service. We park, watch, she's inside for 2 hours. Meanwhile, Jackson's at my apartment. Laptop, files spread everywhere. He's building the financial case. Tommy and Davis are at grandma's installing cameras, legal ones on her property covering approaches, driveways, streets. If they come back, Tommy says over the phone, we'll have 4,000 footage from 6 angles. Riley and Williams are canvassing. Knocking on doors, talking to neighbors, turns out everyone hates Linda. Mrs. Peterson, 3 houses down, elderly, widowed. She fined me $3,000 for a rose bush, said it violated sightline regulations. I've had that bush for 20 years. Mr. Wallace, retired Marine. She tried to make me take down my American flag, said it was faded. I fly a new flag every Veterans Day. The Johnsons, young family, 2 kids. She threatened us over sidewalk chalk. Sidewalk chalk, said it was graffiti. She made my daughter cry. Riley's recording everything, signed statements, dates, documentation. She's terrorizing the whole street, he reports back. We're building a case, brick by brick, statement by statement, back to surveillance. Linda leaves the office, drives to a property, for sale sign out front. We follow, she meets someone, man, 50s suit, they walk the property taking notes. Pointing, Marcus snaps photos, telephoto lens, clear shots. That's her buyer, he says. I text Jackson the license plate. 30 minutes later, LLC registered in Delaware, ownership hidden but cross-referencing financials. Same banking patterns as Garrison Property Holdings, it's her. She's buying properties through shell companies, hiding ownership, avoiding scrutiny, sophisticated, illegal maybe, unethical absolutely, we follow her all day. Bank, lunch meeting. Another property, back to the office. At 4 p.m. Derek shows up, same truck, same tactical vest. They talk outside, can't hear but body language tense. Linda's gesturing, agitated. Derek's nodding, taking orders. Marcus zooms in. Captures their faces, clear shots. Think he knows, Marcus asks. About what? That he's screwed. Videos at 3 million views now, his face is everywhere. I check my phone, he's right. Derek's face is on Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. People are identifying him, finding old social media, posts about keeping order and enforcing compliance. Someone found his LinkedIn, former mall security, fired, assault allegations. Another person found court records. Restraining order, domestic violence, dismissed. This guy's a walking red flag, and Linda hired him. That evening I filed the police report, official, detailed, station downtown. Detective Morgan, mid-40s, tired eyes, I show him everything. Video, statements, documentation, he watches, face neutral. This is assault, I say, elder abuse on camera. We'll investigate. Investigate, it's right there. There are procedures, we'll interview witnesses. Review evidence. He pepper sprayd an 82-year-old woman. I understand your frustration, do you? Silence. He looks at me, something in his eyes, pity, sympathy. Look, he says, quiet, off the record. You're probably not going to get the outcome you want from us. HOA disputes are civil, and Derek, he's got friends in the department. There it is, corruption, connections, the system protecting its own. So what do? Get a good lawyer, sue him, that's where you'll get justice. I leave, frustrated, angry but not surprised. The system's broken, always has been. Good thing I'm not relying on the system. I call Sarah Mitchell. Police won't help. Expected, but we don't need them. I'm filing tomorrow. Federal court, civil rights violations, elder abuse, assault, conspiracy. What about criminal charges? I'm sending the case file to the FBI. Civil Rights Division, if they pick it up, Derek's looking at federal time. FBI, federal charges, that's different. That night the team reconvenes. My apartment, laptops, cameras, files, Jackson's found it, the smoking gun. Linda's been doing this for 6 years. Not just here, 3 different cities, 12 properties, same pattern, elderly targets, fake violations, forced sales. She's made over $2 million. That's racketeering, Williams says. That's RICO, I say. Jackson nods. Exactly. Marcus leans back. So what's the play? I look at each of them. My brothers, here because I asked, because family matters, because justice matters. We file the lawsuit, expose the financials. Contact the FBI and we go public, national media, make Linda's face as famous as Derek's. When? Tommy asks. Tomorrow. Sarah Mitchell files at 9 a.m. Federal Courthouse. The lawsuit's massive, 47 pages. Every violation, every victim, every dollar, defendants Derek Morrison, Linda Garrison. Oakwood HOA board charges assault, battery, elder abuse, emotional distress, civil rights violations, RICO conspiracy, damages sought. $2 million. Linda gets served at 11 a.m. HOA meeting in front of 30 residents. Process server walks in. Linda Garrison, she looks up, confused. Yes, you've been served. He hands her the papers. Thick envelope, her face drains. Actually drains. White, shocked, people are watching, murmuring. She opens it, reads, hands shaking, looks up, sees the room staring, tries to speak. Can't. The meeting dissolves into chaos. Derek gets served at home. By Tommy, who volunteers, drives 2 hours just for the pleasure, knocks on the door. Derek answers, sees Tommy, 6'4", 240 pounds, combat veteran. Derek Morrison, who's asking, Tommy smiles, you're being sued, have a blessed day. Hands him the papers, walks away. Derek stands there, frozen. Within 24 hours, it's on the news. HOA president and enforcer sued for elder abuse. Linda's face, Derek's face, side by side. The video plays again, millions more views, comments explode. Finally, good, sue them into oblivion. My phone rings. News stations, national outlets, CNN, Fox, NBC, ABC, we'd like to interview you. Not yet, I say, soon, because this is just beginning. The lawsuit's filed. The evidence is gathered, the team's in place. Now comes the pressure, the exposure, the reckoning. Linda thinks she can lawyer up, settle quietly, make this go away. She has no idea. We're not here for settlements, we're here for justice. The video hits 5 million views, then 10. Then 20. Linda's face is everywhere. Memes, news segments, Twitter threads, TikTok compilations. Karen HOA president attacks grandma, blonde blazer bandit. The smiling snake. Her life is imploding in real time. News crews camp outside her house. Vans, cameras, reporters shouting questions. She can't leave without being swarmed. Linda, do you regret pepper spraying a veteran? Will you resign from the HOA? How do you respond to the lawsuit? She tries once. Gets to her car, cameras flashing, microphones thrust at her face. No comment, she screams, face red, mascara smeared, not the composed HOA president anymore, just a scared woman whose mask finally cracked. Derek gone. Vanished, social media deleted, phone disconnected. Address abandoned, smart move, probably lawyered up, hiding, but Linda, she doubles down, big mistake. She sends a mass email, all HOA members, subject line. Setting the record straight. I get forwarded a copy within minutes. It's delusional, misinformation campaign, victim of selective editing, standing firm on community standards. She's calling grandma's assault necessary enforcement. The community erupts. Responses flood back, angry, disgusted, resign, you're a disgrace, we're filing a recall petition. Linda calls an emergency HOA meeting, damage control, her last stand. It's scheduled for Thursday, 7 p.m. Clubhouse. We're going, all of us. Thursday arrives. The clubhouse parking lot is packed, 200 people, maybe more, news vans, cameras. This is a spectacle now. Inside, folding chairs, podium, Linda's already there, pink blazer, hair perfect. Forced smile, but her hands are shaking. She sees us enter. Me, grandma in her wheelchair, Riley pushing her. Then Marcus, Tommy, Jackson, Carter, Davis, Price, Williams, 8 Green Berets standing in the back, arms crossed, silent. Linda's smile disappears. Face goes white, the room fills, standing room only, energy's electric. Angry, Linda bangs the gavel, this meeting will come to order. Nobody sits, nobody's quiet. She starts talking, defending herself. Voice shaking, we have rules for a reason, this community has standards. Mrs. Peterson stands. You find me $3,000 for flowers. Applause, shouts of agreement, Mr. Wallace. You tried to take down my American flag. More applause, louder, the Johnson family. You made us homeless, our kids had to change schools. The room is roaring now, people standing, yelling, years of abuse bubbling over. Linda's banging the gavel. Order, this is MY meeting. Not anymore, someone shouts. That's when Marcus steps forward, slow, deliberate, every eye follows him, 6'2", broad shoulders, dress uniform, medals, green beret pin. He walks to the front, stops 10 feet from Linda. The room goes silent, you could hear a pin drop. He doesn't yell, doesn't need to, his voice is quiet. Cold, deadly. You authorized an assault on a United States Army veteran. Linda opens her mouth, nothing comes out. An 82-year-old woman who served her country in Korea. Who raised a family in this neighborhood for 43 years. He takes a step closer. You hired a man with a history of violence, gave him authority, sent him to intimidate elderly homeowners, and when my brother's grandmother resisted, you had her attacked. Linda's shaking, actually shaking. I didn't. Yes, you did. Jackson steps forward, hands her a folder, thick, official, corporate records, shell companies, property acquisitions, financial fraud, 6 years. 12 properties, $2.3 million in illegal profits. Her face drains of color, completely white. We have everything, Linda, Tommy says, southern drawl, menacing, the room silent, watching. This isn't an HOA meeting anymore, it's a trial. Linda looks around, desperate, searching for allies. Nobody meets her eyes. She's alone, exposed, cornered. William steps forward, oldest of us. Gray hair, quiet authority. You preyed on the vulnerable, the elderly, the people who built this neighborhood. You terrorized them, stole from them, and when they resisted, you hurt them. He pauses, lets it sink in. That ends tonight. Linda's crying now, mascara running. Pink blazer wrinkled. I'm sorry, she whispers. Tell them, Marcus says, gestures to the room, to the victims. She looks out, sees Mrs. Peterson, Mr. Wallace, the Johnsons, Grandma, opens her mouth, can't speak, then she runs. Grabs her purse, pushes through the crowd, out the door, cameras flash, reporters chase her. She's screaming, sobbing, it's on live TV, streaming, going viral in real time. The HOA board holds an emergency vote, right there, public. Transparent, all in favor of removing Linda Garrison as president, every hand, unanimous. All in favor of dissolving her enforcement policies, every hand. All in favor of refunding all fines issued in the last 3 years, every hand. The room erupts, applause, cheers, people crying, hugging. Mrs. Peterson hugs Grandma, both sobbing. Mr. Wallace salutes us, eyes wet. The Johnsons thank us over and over. We stand in the back. Watching, mission accomplished. But we're not done yet, not even close. The lawsuit moves fast. Sarah Mitchell files motions, discovery demands, subpoenas. Linda's lawyer, some strip mall attorney, overwhelmed, outmatched, he tries to settle, calls Sarah. My client is willing to negotiate. No, we can offer, I said no, see you in court. She hangs up, looks at me, smiles, they're panicking. Good, the HOA board holds another vote, public this time, transparent, Linda's removed. Officially, unanimously, her email access revoked, keys confiscated, files boxed up. She shows up anyway, next day tries to enter the office. I'm still president, she screams. You can't do this, security escorts her out. Hands on her arms, cameras filming, she's flailing, screaming, completely unhinged. It's on YouTube within an hour, another 1 million views, comments pouring in, she's lost it. This is what happens when bullies get exposed. Karma is beautiful, but we're digging deeper. Jackson's been working, nights, weekends, barely sleeping, he finds it, the network. Linda's LLC isn't standalone, it's connected, part of something bigger, Northstar Investment Group, headquartered in Delaware. Shell company structure. Multiple LLCs underneath. They buy distressed properties. Residential neighborhoods, force out long-term residents, flip for profit. Linda's just one operator, there are others. Different cities, same playbook. This is organized, Jackson says, showing me files, flowcharts, bank records. How organized? 12 operators, 8 states, over $20 million in acquisitions. I stare at the screen. This isn't just Linda, it's a system. Corporate, calculated, evil. We need the FBI, I say. Already contacted them. Within 48 hours, 2 agents show up. Special Agent Torres, Special Agent Kim, White Collar Crime Division. They sit in Sarah's office. Review everything, Jackson's files, financial records, victim statements. Torres leans back. This is RICO textbook. Can you prosecute? Sarah asks. We can destroy them. They open an investigation, federal, multi-state. Subpoenas go out, bank records, corporate filings. Communications, Northstar tries to hide, delete files, shred documents. Too late, Carter already has everything backed up. Encrypted, stored. You can't delete what's already copied, he says, smiling. Meanwhile, local government gets involved. County inspectors, zoning board, state attorney general. Turns out, Linda's HOA has been operating illegally for 2 years. Unauthorized board elections. Members voted in without proper notice. Falsified meeting minutes, votes that never happened, misappropriated funds, $47,000 in HOA dues unaccounted for. The HOA is dissolved. Completely all covenants voided, every fine, every violation, canceled, refunds issued, checks mailed out. Mrs. Peterson gets $3,200. She cries when it arrives. The Johnsons, $8,000. Enough to cover their moving costs. Plus damages, Grandma, every penny they tried to fine her. $1,200 plus the lawsuit settlement coming, but the best part, Derek, the FBI finds him, Texas. Living under a fake name. Apartment in Houston, they raid it, early morning, 6 agents, tactical gear, cameras rolling, Derek's arrested, handcuffs, perp walk, the whole show. Turns out he's got warrants, assault charges, 2 other states. Colorado, assault on an elderly man, HOA dispute. Oregon, assault with a weapon, HOA enforcement, same MO, same pattern, hired muscle, intimidation, violence, he's a professional. This is what he does, federal charges added. Interstate flight, assault, elder abuse, civil rights violations, he's looking at 10 years, minimum. The video of his arrest goes viral. Perp walk, head down, cuffed, comments explode. Good, lock him up, he deserves worse. Grandma watches it on the news, sitting in her chair, eyes still a little red but smiling. Good, she says, quiet, satisfied. I sit next to her, hold her hand. It's over, Grandma. Is it? I think about Linda, Derek, Northstar, the victims, the system. No, but we won. She squeezes my hand. You did. That night, Sarah calls. The settlement offer just came in. From who? Linda's insurance company. They want to settle, avoid trial. How much? $1.2 million. I almost dropped the phone. Million split between your grandmother and the other plaintiffs, plus legal fees. What do you think? I think we could get more at trial, but this is guaranteed, no risk, and it sends a message. I think about grandma, the stress. The trauma, the fear of a trial, take it. You sure? Yes, end this, get her paid, move on. Sarah files the acceptance. Settlement finalized within a week. Grandma gets $400,000 after legal fees. Still life-changing. What will you do with it? I ask. She looks at her garden, the roses, the tomatoes, the gnome, fix the roof, repaint the shutters, maybe take a trip. Where? Anywhere I want without asking permission. I smile. That's freedom, real freedom. The other victims get their shares. Mrs. Peterson, the Johnsons, Mr. Wallace, everyone who suffered justice, financial, emotional, real. Derek's trial is set, federal court, he pleads guilty, avoids trial. Gets 7 years for pepper spraying an 82-year-old veteran. Not enough, but something. Linda, bankruptcy, criminal investigation ongoing, IRS auditing her. FBI building the RICO case, her house sells at a loss. Foreclosure, she moves, nobody knows where, good, let her disappear, forgotten, erased, the neighborhood breathes, healing, growing, and we're just getting started. 2 months after the settlement, things are quieter, calmer, but I need closure. One last thing, I find out where Linda's staying, rental house. Edge of town, small, rundown, I drive over, afternoon, sunny, ironic. There's a for sale sign in the yard, she's running again, I pull up, park, get out. She's loading boxes into a U-Haul. Alone, no help, no Derek, no friends, she sees me, freezes, box in her hands, I walk up the driveway, slow, hands visible, non-threatening. Stay away from me, her voice is hoarse, broken. I'm not here to hurt you. I'll call the police. Go ahead, call them. She doesn't, we both know why I stop, 10 feet away, give her space, she's different, hair messy, no blazer, just jeans, old t-shirt, no makeup. Looks 10 years older. What do you want? She asks, defensive, scared, answers. I don't owe you anything, you owe my grandmother everything. Silence, she looks away, can't hold my gaze. Why? I ask, simple question. Why target her, why any of them? She laughs, bitter, broken, you wouldn't understand. Try me, she sets down the box, wipes her face. I was trying to protect property values. By stealing homes, by maintaining standards, by terrorizing elderly people, she flinches. I didn't mean, yes, you did, more silence, the truth hanging between us. You had a choice, I say, quiet, every day, every violation notice, every threat, you chose this. I was doing my job. Your job was serving the community. Not exploiting it. She's crying now, silent tears, mascara-free, just broken. Do you know what you've cost me, she whispers. My career, my reputation, my life. Do you know what you cost Mrs. Peterson, the Johnsons? My grandmother, she wipes her eyes, says nothing. You could have been kind, I say. You could have been a neighbor, someone people respected, trusted. Instead, you chose power, control, money. You needed nothing, you wanted. There's a difference. We stand there, face to face. The woman who hurt my grandmother, and me, the grandson who dismantled her empire. What do you want from me? She asks, defeated. I want you to understand what you did. Who you hurt? I know. Do you really? She looks at me, eyes red, face puffy, and for the first time I see it, regret, real regret. I'm sorry, she whispers, barely audible. Tell her that, she won't want to hear it. You're right, she won't, but you still need to say it. I pull out my phone. I'm going to call her right now, you're going to apologize, not for forgiveness, not for redemption. Because it's the right thing to do. Linda's shaking. I can't. Yes, you can, I dial, put it on speaker, it rings, Grandma answers. Hello, Grandma, it's me, I'm here with Linda, she has something to say. Silence, then. I don't want to talk to her. I know, but she needs to say it, and you deserve to hear it. Long pause, then fine. I look at Linda, nod, she steps closer, voice shaking. Mrs. Patterson, I'm sorry for everything, for hurting you. For scaring you, for what Derek did, I was wrong, completely wrong, and I'm sorry. Silence on the line, long painful, then Grandma speaks. Quiet, firm, you're not sorry you did it, you're sorry you got caught. Direct hit, truth, Linda flinches. Tries to respond, can't. But I forgive you, Grandma continues. Not for you, for me, because holding hate just hurts me more. Pause, but if you ever come near me or my family again, I'll make sure you regret it. Understand? Yes, Linda whispers. Goodbye, Linda. The line goes dead. Linda's sobbing now, full breakdown, years of pressure, guilt, consequences, all crashing down. I watch her, feel nothing. No pity, no satisfaction, just emptiness. You need help, I say. Therapy, not lawyers, not schemes, real help. She nods, can't speak. I turn, walk back to my car, leave her there, broken, alone, loading boxes. Exactly what she deserves. I drive back to Grandma's. She's in the garden, planting new roses. How'd it go? She asks. She apologized. Did you believe her? No, good, never trust a snake twice. I smile, sit on Grandpa's bench, watch her work. You okay? I ask. She looks up. Smiles, genuine, warm. I'm perfect. And she is healing, growing, living free. 6 months later, the neighborhood is transformed. The HOA's gone, dissolved, replaced by a neighborhood council, volunteer-based, no enforcement, no fines. Just neighbors helping neighbors. Mr. Wallace chairs it. Retired Marine, steady leadership, fair, kind, meetings are casual, coffee, donuts, discussions, not dictates. Anyone need help with yard work? The Johnsons' fence needs painting. Who's free Saturday? Let's organize a block party. This is what community should be, support, not control. Grandma's garden is thriving, tomatoes everywhere. Biggest crop in years, roses blooming, colors everywhere. And the gnome. Right in the center, pride of place. Grandpa's gnome, the one that started everything, she's out there every morning, smiling, humming, at peace, no fear, no harassment, just life. The settlement money helped, new roof, fresh paint, updated kitchen. But the real wealth, freedom. I can plant whatever I want, she says, grinning, nobody can tell me otherwise. That's victory, real victory. The lawsuit settlement gets distributed, every victim compensated. Mrs. Peterson uses hers to visit her daughter in California. First time in 8 years, the Johnsons buy a new house. Better neighborhood, fresh start, kids thriving. Mr. Wallace donates his to veteran charities. Others need it more. Stories like this, everywhere, healing, moving forward, but something beautiful happens, unexpected. The community comes together, organizes a memorial for Grandpa, for all veterans, for everyone who sacrificed. They raise money, local businesses donate, veterans groups sponsor. They buy the lot where Linda's house used to be, foreclosed, empty, and they build a garden, memorial garden dedicated to service, sacrifice, freedom, benches, pathways. Flowers, an American flag, center stage, a plaque, bronze engraved, in memory of those who served, in honor of those who stand strong for freedom, for community, for family. Grandpa's name listed, among others, the unveiling is public. Big ceremony, 100 people. Media, veterans in uniform, Grandma's the guest of honor, they wheel her to the front, hand her the flag, she's crying, happy tears, first time I've seen her cry like this. Mrs. Peterson plants the first rose. Symbolic, new beginning, the Johnsons donate a bench, carved wood, beautiful craftsmanship, Mr. Wallace's American flag flies at the center, new, crisp, perfect. The Green Berets attend, all 8. Dress uniforms, medals, formation, they salute, honor, respect. The crowd applauds, standing ovation for Grandma, for the veterans, for justice. Tommy gives a speech, short, powerful. This garden represents what's good about America. Community sacrifice, standing up for what's right. Evil tried to win here, but good people fought back and won. More applause, cheers. Marcus speaks next. We serve to protect the vulnerable, that's our oath. Linda Garrison forgot that oath. This community remembered. Jackson, justice isn't just legal, it's moral, it's standing together, supporting each other, building something better. One by one, each brother speaks about service, honor, community. I'm last, I look at Grandma, at the crowd, at the garden. My grandmother taught me something, courage isn't fearless, it's being scared and standing firm anyway. She stood firm. We stood with her and together. We changed everything. The crowd erupts, applause, hugs, celebration. But it's not just ceremony, it becomes something more. The Green Berets stay, they visit. Every month, barbecues, stories, laughter. Tommy teaches kids about service. Leadership, integrity. Marcus mentors local veterans, PTSD support, job placement, community. Jackson starts a legal aid fund, veterans' rights defense, free legal help for families fighting HOA abuse. Corporate exploitation, injustice. First year, 47 families helped, 47 wins every single case. The model spreads, other neighborhoods, other cities, veterans helping veterans, and me, I quit my corporate job. Construction management paid well, but it wasn't purpose. I joined Jackson, full-time, veterans' rights defense. We help families fight bullies, expose corruption. When it's not about money, it's about mission. One evening, I'm at Grandma's. Sitting on Grandpa's bench, watching the sunset, she's beside me, hand in mine. You saved me, she says, quiet, grateful. No, Grandma, you saved me. How? You taught me what's worth fighting for, not money, not power, people. Family, justice. She squeezes my hand, smiles. Your grandpa would be proud. He'd be proud of you. We sit silent, watching the colors fade. Orange, pink, purple, perfect moment, perfect peace. This is what we fought for, not revenge. Freedom, the freedom to live, to grow old, to be safe. In your own home in America, that's the dream, and we won it. The story doesn't end in our neighborhood, it spreads. News outlets keep calling, national coverage, 60 Minutes, CNN, local papers nationwide. HOA abuse exposed by Green Berets. Veterans' family fights back. How one gnome started a revolution. We do interviews. Carefully, selectively, message control. Grandma becomes the face, national figure, 83 years old, Army veteran, symbol of resistance. She's on morning shows. Good Morning America, Today Show, sitting in her chair, dignified, powerful. Her message, simple, clear, devastating. Be kind to your neighbors, respect your elders, stand up to bullies. 3 sentences changes everything. State legislators notice, bills introduced. HOA reform. Protections for elderly homeowners. Limits on fines, caps on enforcement powers, mandatory appeals processes, transparency requirements. Grandma's law they call it, media nickname it sticks, debated, refined, voted on, passes. Unanimously state Senate, state house. Governor signs it, public ceremony, grandma's there, front row, cameras flashing, he shakes her hand. You've changed the law, Mrs. Patterson, she smiles. I just wanted to keep my garden. The law spreads, other states adopt it, copycat legislation, HOA reform nationwide, within 2 years 12 states, all with similar protections, millions of homeowners protected, elderly. Veterans, families, all because grandma stood firm, other neighborhoods reach out, messages, emails, phone calls, we're fighting our HOA too. Can you help us? We need someone like you. Jackson's legal fund expands. More lawyers, more volunteers, more reach, first year, 47 families. Second year, 134. Third year, over 300 wins every single case because the model works, documentation, evidence, legal pressure. Public exposure, bullies hate sunlight, exposure destroys them. The stories are similar everywhere, HOAs abusing power, targeting vulnerable homeowners, corruption, greed, evil, but now people fight back, armed with knowledge. Legal support, community. The tide turns nationwide. Linda's story becomes a case study. Warning, cautionary tale, business schools teach it. How not to lead. Management seminars use the video, ethics training. Corporate responsibility. This is what happens when power corrupts. She's infamous now, forever, face associated with abuse, cruelty, failure. I don't feel bad for her, she earned it. Derek's trial happens, federal court, he pleads guilty. Smart move, avoids exposing everything. Sentencing hearing, judge reads the charges, assault, elder abuse, civil rights violations, looks at Derek. You wore tactical gear to intimidate a grandmother. You represent the worst of humanity. 7 years, federal prison, the courtroom applauds, spontaneous, unheard of, grandma's there, doesn't cheer, just nods, quiet satisfaction, justice, imperfect, but real. Meanwhile, our neighborhood thrives, property values increase. 15% in 2 years, turns out safety and community matter, people want to live somewhere kind, supportive, free, bullies are bad for business, kindness is profitable. Who knew? Everyone, except people like Linda. The memorial garden becomes a destination. People visit, tourists, veterans, families, they take pictures, the gnome's famous now. The gnome that started a revolution. Someone makes t-shirts. Don't mess with grandma. Picture of the gnome. Proceeds go to veterans' rights defense, grassroots funding, community support. Grandma thinks it's hilarious. I'm a meme now. She is, and she's loving it. The Green Berets become fixtures. Monthly visits, annual barbecue, Christmas party. Kids look up to them, role models, heroes, real ones. Tommy teaches leadership classes, local high school, free. After school, Marcus runs a veteran support group, weekly meetings. Coffee, connection, brotherhood. Jackson's legal fund becomes a nonprofit, official, 501c3, tax-deductible donations, board of directors, me, Grandma, Marcus, Sarah Mitchell, Mr. Wallace. Mission statement. Protect the vulnerable, expose corruption, fight for justice. Simple, clear, powerful. We expand, hire more lawyers, paralegals, investigators, social workers, help families nationwide, HOA abuse, corporate landlords. Predatory practices. David versus Goliath, every case, and David keeps winning because we learned something from grandma from this fight. Power isn't about size or money or control. Real power, standing firm, speaking truth. Refusing to bow, that's unbeatable. 1-year anniversary. The incident? We market, block party, hundreds attend, food, music, kids playing, veterans everywhere. Grandma's the guest of honor, wearing her army nurse uniform. Medals shining, standing ovation. 5 minutes, people crying, cheering, I give a speech, thank everyone, the community, the Green Berets, Sarah, the victims who spoke up, but mostly I thank Grandma. She taught me courage, not fearless. Just standing firm when it matters. I look at her, eyes wet, smiling. She changed laws, changed lives, changed me. The crowd roars, applause, love, respect. That night, fireworks, red, white, blue, exploding above the memorial garden. Grandma holds my hand, squeezes tight. Grandpa would be proud, she whispers. He'd be proud of you. No, sweetheart, he'd be proud of us. She's right, this wasn't one person, it was community, family standing together. That's the lesson, that's the legacy, that's the victory. Evil tried to win, good fought back, and won not just once, everywhere, every day, because people learned, people stood up, that ripple effect, still spreading, still growing. And it started with one 82-year-old woman, one garden gnome, and 8 Green Berets who answered the call. 2 years later, I'm standing in Grandma's garden, same spot, same tomatoes, same roses, but everything's different. Grandma's 84 now, still sharp, still planting, still living, no fear, no harassment, just peace. The gnome's still here, center of the garden, faded paint, chipped, perfect. Should we repaint him? I ask. Absolutely not. He's earned his scars. I smile, she's right. This gnome's a veteran too, battle-worn, still standing. The memorial garden's grown, more flowers, more benches, more visitors. Veterans come from across the country. Pay respects, find peace. Connect, it's become something bigger, healing space. Community center, symbol, the neighborhood council thrives. Monthly meetings, projects, support, no fines, no violations, no fear, just neighbors caring for neighbors. Mr. Wallace still chairs it. Best job I ever had, no pay, no power, just service. That's leadership, real leadership. Mrs. Peterson's thriving, visits her daughter twice a year, roses blooming, smile constant. The Johnsons, new house, kids in good schools. Fresh start, happy success stories everywhere because people stood together. Veterans' rights defense expands, national now, offices in 12 states. 50 employees, hundreds of volunteers. Last year, over 800 families helped. 800 wins because the model works. Jackson runs operations, strategic, brilliant, relentless. Marcus handles veteran outreach. Mentorship, support, brotherhood. I do legal coordination, cases, strategy, public advocacy. Sarah Mitchell, she joined full-time, left her firm. This matters more. We're changing systems, not just winning cases, changing laws. 18 states now have HOA reform, protections for vulnerable homeowners. Federal legislation pending, bipartisan support. The Veterans Housing Protection Act. Grandma testified, congressional hearing, C-SPAN, national coverage. She sat at that table, 84 years old, uniform, medals, microphone. Told her story, simple, powerful, true. I just wanted to keep my garden, they tried to take it. My grandson and his brothers fought back, now I'm here asking you to protect others. Silence, then applause, congresspeople standing. Both sides unified, the bill passed, signed into law. Grandma at the signing, presidential pen, history. Grandma's law became national, federal protection, millions covered, all because one woman refused to bow. Linda, gone, vanished. Rumors say Arizona, nobody cares, her empire destroyed. Northstar Investment Group, dissolved. FBI prosecution, RICO convictions, 4 executives, prison, assets seized. Victims compensated, justice, slow, imperfect. But real Derek still in prison. 5 more years, nobody visits, nobody cares, he's forgotten, erased. Exactly what he deserves. Tonight's special. Anniversary, block party, bigger than ever, 300 people, maybe more, food trucks. Live music, kids everywhere, documentary crews here. The Gnome Wars, how one grandma took down an HOA. It released last month, streaming, awards, millions of views. Reviews call it inspiring, powerful, essential viewing, but the real victory, it's grandma in her garden, 84 years old, still planting, still growing, still free. I visit every Sunday, routine sacred. We sit on grandpa's bench, watch the tomatoes grow, talk. Any regrets, I ask. She thinks, long pause, just one. What, that your grandpa couldn't see this, see you, see what we built. He sees it, she smiles. You think so? I know so. We sit, silent, watching the sunset, orange bleeding into purple, perfect peace. What do we do now, she asks. Now we live, we help others, we keep fighting. For how long? Forever. Because that's what matters. She squeezes my hand, tight, strong. This is the legacy, not revenge, not money, purpose. Standing firm, protecting others, fighting for what's right. One gnome, one grandmother, 8 Green Berets, one community. That's all it took to change laws, save families, inspire millions. The American dream isn't wealth, it's freedom, freedom to live, to grow old, to be safe in your own home. We won that freedom, and we're protecting it for everyone, forever. Because we learned one simple truth. Never mess with a veteran's family, never prey on the vulnerable, never think you're untouchable, because somewhere, 8 Green Berets are watching, ready, waiting, and they don't forget, they don't forgive. They just win, that's the story, that's the lesson, that's the legacy. Good people can still win, justice still exists, hope still matters, you just have to stand firm, fight back, never bow, and when you do, you change everything. If this story moved you, hit that like button. If it made you angry, inspired you, or gave you hope, drop a comment below. Tell me where you're watching from, tell me if you faced an HOA bully. Tell me if you believe good people can still win. Your story matters, your voice matters, and together, we can change the world, one neighborhood at a time, one family at a time, one stand at a time. Comment now. Let's build a community that never backs down.